We're asked to find the exponential value of x minus the exponential value of negative x divided by 2 equal to 1. We're asked to find the value of x. Now pause this video a little and try solving this involving this expression. If you get it, good and fine. If you don't, then join me as we solve it. To solve this expression, we are going to see how we apply some given laws in mathematics in solving this. Now, to solve this, I want you to recall an expression in maths that if you have a to the power of negative 1, this can be equal to 1 divided by a, right? That's the law of indices. Now, from this expression, you can see that if I cross multiply, right, 2 is going to multiply 1, and that expression will give me the exponential value of x minus the exponent of negative x equal to 2. Now, what do we do from here? From this expression, if we apply this, you come to see that if this is to the power of x, in the next step, I'm going to have that expression to now give me exponent of x minus 1 divided by the exponent of x, right? And this will be equal to 2. Now, in the next step, I can be able to simplify. Now, I want to simplify by removing the fraction. And the fraction is the exponent value of x, right? So what I'll do is to multiply all through by the exponent value of x. Now, if I multiply all through by the exponent value of x, I'm going to have in the next step that expression to give me the exponent value of x multiplying the exponent value of x minus 1 divided by the exponent value of x, and this will be equal to 2 multiplying the exponent of x. Now, if you do this, you're going to have this to become the exponent value of 2x, right? Because this multiplied by this will give us this minus, this is simply going to give me 1, right? And this is going to give me 2 exponent value of x. So in the next step, I'm going to simplify by collecting these terms. This is going to give me the exponent value of 2x minus 2 multiplied by the exponent value of x minus 1, and this will be equal to 0. Now, if you look at this expression very well, you see that this expression looks more of a quadratic expression. Now, for me to simplify this further, I'm going to assume the exponential value of x to be equal to y. Remember, we are finding or looking for the value of x. So from that expression, I can have this expression to now give me, using the laws of indices, I'll have that expression to now give me the exponential value of x multiplied by 2 minus 2 multiplied by the exponential value of x minus 1, and this will be equal to 0. So now I have exponential value of x and exponential value of x. Now I can simplify by putting the value of y to replace that, and that will give me y to the power of 2 minus 2y minus 1, and this is equal to 0. Now you see that this expression is similar to ax squared plus bx plus c, and this is equal to 0. So what do I do here? From this expression, you see that our a is equal to 1, our b is equal to negative 2, and our c is equal to negative 1. So what do? We can be able to find the value of y from that expression using quadratic formula. So our y will be equal to negative b plus or minus the quadratic formula, the square root of b squared minus 4a multiplied by c divided by 2 multiplied by a. Now, that expression, insert the value of a, b, and c into that expression, we'll have the value of our y to now be equal to negative multiplied by negative 2, right? Plus or minus the square root of negative 2 all squared minus 4 multiplied by 1 multiplied by negative 1, and all of these will be divided by 2 multiplied by 1. So from this expression, we can simplify. The value of our y can now be equal to 2 plus or minus the square root of negative 2 square is going to give us 4. Negative multiplied by negative will give us positive, and 4 times 1 will give us 4. And all this expression will be divided by 2. In the next step, if we simplify, we're going to have our y to be equal to 2 plus or minus the square root of 8, right, divided by 2. Right? So this expression can be simplified further. If we simplify this further, we're going to have y to be equal to 2 plus or minus square root of 4, right? 4 can be multiplied by what? The square root of 2. Because 4 times 2 is going to give us 8. So this can be divided by 2. So our value of y can be equal to 2 plus or minus square root of 4 is 2 multiplied by the square root of 2, and this will be divided by 2. Now in the next step, we'll simplify to have a simpler term, and the value of our y will be equal to 2 divided by 2, right? Plus or minus 2 root 2 divided by 2. While this cancel out this to give us 1, this will cancel out this to give us 1, and then the value of our y will be equal to 1 plus or minus root what? Root 2. Now the value of our y can be equal to, remember from the previous expression, we say the value of e to the power of x is equal to y. So we'll have our e to the power of x from that expression. Our e to the power of x, if it is equal to y, will give us this expression to become, from the first expression, e to the power of x will be equal to 1 plus the square root of 2, right? And on the other side, e to the power of x can be equal to 1 minus the square root of 2, because we have plus or minus. So these are the two solutions. Now let's look at these two solutions very well. From this expression, exponent of x can be a positive, right? Now, if we simplify this, the square root of 2 is 1.4 with some decimal. So 1 minus 1.4 is going to give us a negative what? A negative value. Can negative be equal to positive? No. As a result of that, we are going to neglect or reject this solution, and then we'll work with this. Now, if we work with this to get our final solution, we're going to take the natural log of both sides. So we'll take the natural log of e to the power of x equal to the natural log of 1 plus square root of 2. Now remember the laws of indices. Do you remember the laws of indices? From the law of indices, if I have the in of e to the power of a, this can simply be equal to a, right? So if I have the in of e to the power of x, this can be equal to x. So x can be equal to the in of 1 plus root what? Root 2. And this is the value of s that satisfies that mass expression given to us up there. So you see, very easy. So that is the solution we have for this mathematical expression given to us up here. I know you did enjoy watching this math solution. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up, share it with friends and colleagues, and remember to subscribe to my channel for more simplified math content. Thanks so much for watching, and bye bye for now.